what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Committed Critics, a pop culture podcast where we're not only committed to our opinions, but also each other. Aww. I'm Kevin Lau.
I'm Ryan Davis.
I'm Zach Wright.
And I'm Jordan Smearman.
Hello, everyone. How you guys doing?
I'm tired.
Doing good. All
Pretty
four
good.
of us right here. Wait, I say all four of us, even though it's usually the four of us now.
I know. I'm a
right.
regular,
It was just-
guys.
Yeah.
But today we're talking about our favorite comfort TV shows. To kind of define what our comfort TV show is, it's kind of like, at least for me, a comfort TV show is something that I like rewatching, especially like when I'm tired,
Yeah.
when it's my brain is too mush to kind of comprehend new information. Then it's like, let's go with the familiar. Let's just go back to better days. How
Yeah,
about you
I would
guys?
It's like a warm blanket.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you just throw on,
it's
not really
like-
have to pay attention to, and just kind of like enjoy. Like Kevin said, not taking new information, have to like pay attention, understand what's going on emotionally. You can just have it on as like a constant in the background. Tune into occasionally, and then just kind of like fade in and out if you're gonna like doze off on the couch.
Right, like you already know how it starts, what happens in the middle, what happens at the end. So you just kind of just chill out. You just vibe with it.
See, it's kind of funny because I slightly do pay attention to what I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
Like I pay attention to it more than almost some of the new shows because I'm just like, I want to see if I notice anything different now that because I've seen it before.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it depends.
For sure. To kind of go over our picks for like our favorite comfort TV shows. Ryan, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I put a decent amount. I'm not gonna name all of them, but Leverage. I've talked about this way too much, especially you guys. Leverage I love just because it's just fun heists and the cast is charismatic and have very good chemistry with each other. It's very basically just a bunch of grown adults acting like children as they try to steal something that's impossible to steal. Food Wars, because again, cast is charismatic and good chemistry, but also the food looks amazing and I wish I could cook it in real life, but I can't.
I knew this was going to be on here. I knew it.
Jordan lived in the same house as me when I went through my Food Wars phase, and it was a time.
I still
was
have the
very
recording
much
of you
addicted to this.
food-gasming. I still have it.
Because that's something they did in the show. Oh god, yeah, that made me. I got into a very big I want to cook everything phase, and now I'm like slowly coming down from it because I learned that adulting doesn't leave me much time for cooking.
Fair enough.
Hey, we just bought you a wok for your birthday, sir. At least use the wok.
I am trying to use the wok. I'm buying all the stuff I need to do it. So the only problem is I don't have flame burners. So I'm like gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do that with the stovetop stuff. But yeah, the only other thing I have on is Phineas and Ferb, DuckTales, Gravity Falls, because those make me want to feel like a kid again. Like it's just watching. It's basically Family Guy, but without all the crude jokes.
Fair enough. I think that was actually the goal of Phineas and Ferb, was like to be Family Guy, but for kids.
Yeah,
think that-
I appreciate that.
I think I remember the creators mentioning that. How about you, Jordan?
Ooh, okay. So, honestly, when I was trying to come up with shows, it was actually a lot harder than I thought because I have different shows for different times of my life, different eras. I
Different
think
moods.
Different moods. I think we kind of all do, but I would say like the most consistent ones for me would be New Girl, The Great British Baking Show, and Schitt's Creek. So like in middle school, I loved watching the Food Network, especially the shows where people just kind of cooked. Like I watched Paula Deen and Ina Garten and Giada De Laurentiis all the time.
Oh no, you watched Paula Deen.
I did watch
Oh,
Paula
we
Deen.
gotta
I know.
cancel Jordan now. God damn it.
And then I saw what she said and I was like, all right, I'm culturally aware now. Like I won't watch it as much. I was 13.
It's over.
Okay.
It's done. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Right.
But like it was just kind of relaxing to watch those, and there wasn't going to be a big twist. And as someone with anxiety, I like not having to know about a big twist. And actually, I just kind of learned more about food. The Great British Baking Show is a competition, but it's just everyone's just so nice on the show, and it's just so pure. And plus, I've learned so much more about baking, so I love that one. And New Girl is just it's funny to me, but also relatable. And I actually I love every character on that show. It's my most rewatched TV show so far. And Schitt's Creek actually kind of surprised me with how much I enjoyed it. But I love how natural the character development is within that show. And it just always makes me smile.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Zach?
I am slowly realizing what a comfort show is to me because for some reason my brain just does not like rewatching stuff. I will sit there and like try to rewatch like a movie, right? I have to be in the zone to rewatch a movie, right? If I get halfway through and just give up, it's like, okay, whatever. I've seen it before. I know the ending. So for a comfort show, for me, it has to be something like I'm actually like invested in emotionally, or like that I've grown up with. So like for me, like Avatar: The Last Airbender is my like childhood comfort show. Like that's what I grew up watching when I was a kid. I was really invested into it. So it's always like it's a piece of my childhood, my past that I want to hang on to. The other one is Star Wars Rebels. I recently have found like an emotional connection to that show, having just finally binge watched it with Jordan and having an awesome time doing so.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. It's a really good, like, it's its own separate like Star Wars story that kind of can be its own contained thing without having like too much Skywalker interference, which is kind of cool. I don't really get bored of watching it, which is kind of nice. I can just kind of sit there, turn it on, or I can scroll through my phone if I want to, if I'm getting just too like.
Yeah, because
go ahead, Ren.
Yeah, because I was actually surprised. 'Cause I was like, Rebels, not Clone Wars. Interesting.
Clone Wars, I'll find myself like, do I really want to rewatch this arc? And I'll skip around.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Like Rebels, I won't say there's no skips in Rebels, obviously, but like there are arcs in like Clone Wars that are like, okay, this isn't really too important to the overall story of the Clone Wars as like an anthology series.
Anytime with Jar Jar or
right,
R2
Jar Jar,
yeah,
R2 going like a adventure in the void, and it's like, oh, okay, this is getting really existential all of a sudden for no reason.
Yeah.
But like Rebels is like A to B like story where you really can't skip an episode, which is kind of nice. It's more like a narrative thing. But besides that, we'll talk about. I would have a whole show dedicated to Rebels later on when I force Kevin to watch it.
I will say I never thought a piece of Star Wars would make me cry, but I bawled.
Okay.
I bawled at the end of Rebels. Oh my god,
She did.
Interesting.
Baller move,
Baller move.
one could say.
as the kids say.
And ironically enough, we started watching Barry on HBO Max.
Nice.
Actually, really
I've only
good.
seen the first 2 seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got through season 1. And I really liked it. Like, it's a good emotional story. The character work is really well done, and I could see myself throwing on Barry if I was really like not bored, but like I wanted just something in the background I'm used to, because it's like it has dark moments, but it's like offset by some levity, but it's still kind of serious, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it packs that punch emotionally, which is what I would like to have.
I haven't seen the latest season, but I absolutely love that show.
We're on
It's
season
so
2.
good.
Yeah, we're on season 2. Like
Yeah.
we just started. I think we're like 2 episodes in. Like just the
Nice.
choices
All
like
right.
Barry has to make is like such like, man, he has to do it, and it sucks. And like he is a terrible person. Like he's a shitbag, obviously, but like you can still feel for him, which is such a weird phenomenon, you know.
The season 2 finale. Oh man. At least you don't have to wait like 3 years for the next season.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah, Kevin, what are your favorite comfort shows?
Favorite comfort shows. Community is a show I kind of go back to frequently. If I'm like really tired or like I have a day where I'm just totally burnt out, I watch literally an entire season of Community.
Fair enough.
The Simpsons, I love watching like random episodes within the first 9 seasons and the movie once in a while. Superstore, I've watched the first season probably like 4 or 5 times. I never went beyond season 1, but
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
That's why like I've been a little scared to go past beyond season 1 because I heard the show goes down in quality. But I absolutely adore season 1. And Psych is also another comfort show of mine. It's just
Psych's a
it's
good
just
one.
really fun. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Nice good pull right there.
almost added that, Kevin, but I stopped myself because of leverage.
I need to
enough.
go back and rewatch actually Psych, 'cause I used to watch out with my dad growing up. Funny enough, like that's when we would watch. Like,
it's an easy show to binge because it's just so like
Yeah.
so like hoppy or bouncy, and then like
Yeah.
it just kind of has a good energy through all the way to the end.
Maybe I just need to give it another
Yeah.
shot because I could not get through it.
Yeah, I think we need to give it another
That's
shot.
one of those. And see,
How
like
how far did you get into it?
I think into season 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta go a little
Because
further.
like
May-
I didn't like how repetitive the episodes were getting, like the structure of them. That
Well, I
was
mean,
my issue.
Yeah, I was about to say like this might they might not be the show for you then.
Yeah, it's like it's mystery of the
Yeah.
week. It's like SVU or like crime show of the week kind of thing.
Right, which
Yeah.
is why I don't watch those.
it's mystery of the week, but at least like they'll change up some things, like especially on the Christmas episodes, or like they might have a special episode or something. My
Yeah.
favorite one is still whatever the Blair Witch Project episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
that
god!
was funny.
I remember watching the Twin Peaks episode with my family, and we were like, "What the hell is going on right now?"
Also,
Those parody
surpri-
episodes are top tier.
Ryan, what are
I'm
you gonna say?
surprised, kind of with all three. I'm surprised a little bit with all three of you that Brooklyn Nine-Nine is on any of yours.
Okay, I thought about it.
I thought about it.
I've
but,
only-
like,
Because-
go
Go ahead.
Jesus.
I've only seen the first 10 episodes.
Oh my god.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine was a
here's
point in my
the thing, I've
life
only
where it
seen the
was like Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a part of my life where like I watched it finally. And I was like, okay, cool, I finished it. I don't need to revisit it. Like the last season was good. It ended very well. But like I've put that to rest, you know?
okay.
The only time I started to rewatch it was right before Zach and I started dating.
Oof.
That was my second rewatch because I wanted to kind of remember what happened when the new season was releasing on Hulu, and then Zach wanted to rewatch it with me, and that's kind of partly how our relationship
We started banging.
Oh my god!
Jesus
For
Christ.
3 weeks, guys.
Zach's like, we're going in.
Oh,
And it
God.
worked,
Yeah, I
fellas.
rewatched
It
some of the
worked. Woo!
But
I was
no,
just
like
saying,
I've
'cause
only
I
seen. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Ryan.
I just rewatched some of the cold opens, and I was like, "Oh man, I like these cold opens." I can never watch the entire show, but the cold opens are fun.
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I only watched the first 10 episodes, and I didn't stop because it was bad. I just had something else I need to do. That I just haven't gotten back to it yet. So I mean, like,
There are-
because I just don't have access to the full series.
Right.
So like, I'm just kind of just waiting to like kind of get that.
There are series like
Um,
that, Kevin, that where I'm like they kind of go into the void where like I watch like half of it and I kind of fall off, and it's like I don't want to go back and rewatch.
That was us with Community.
Yeah, that's where Community's at right now. Like we watched the first 3 seasons, like okay, we'll get back to it at some point. It's like I kind of
Yeah.
want to finish Community,
No,
but like I don't want to rewatch
it
the
happens.
first 3 seasons. And same thing with A Good Place.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it totally happens. Like I have a bunch of shows that that I've accidentally abandoned because
Yeah.
it's just like something came up, just haven't gotten around to
Yep.
it.
I'm really sad that
Um,
Good Place is in that category for me.
Oh, The Good Place it's pretty quick to get back into it.
Yeah, I'm
solid
sure I could
ending
do it if I
too.
wanted to. Yeah,
It's a really, really short show. But Ryan's the only one that has anime listed.
Oh, I would have. I had a lot more anime to list, and I was like, you know what? Let me not go overboard.
I have
I'm
bastardized
debating
anime
if-
on my list.
Yeah, you do have one.
I
on
have
your list.
bastardized
The ama-
anime on my list.
the American love letter to anime. It's not bastardized.
There we go.
Like I almost put Brotherhood on here. I almost put My Hero. It was.
I'm
would've been a
thinking
long list.
if Demon Slayer sticks the landing, that might be a comfort show for me. It's a weird comfort show, but I have my reasons.
I put Barry as a
You're
comfort
just
show,
overly
bro.
religious.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I could see Barry as a comfort show. Maybe I don't think it edges on being odd, but I don't think it's too odd to be a comfort show.
That's fair.
Now, if it's something like Hannibal, I'd be like,
Dexter.
Dexter, bro. Breaking Bad.
I was
vibe.
enjoying Hannibal for a second.
I think everyone enjoyed Hannibal for a second, and then it was like, man, we're
I've
good.
never seen it.
first
It
2
was
seasons, some of the best of television. Third season, some of the worst.
All right.
Jordan, here's how I put it. Hannibal was great, and I was addicted to it, but it's also I was like, man, this is depressing as hell.
Okay.
I will say that an honorable mention for me that I should have done here was Doctor Who, because that was a big point in my
I
life.
was just gonna say that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
same here. I was thinking
Yeah.
about saying it too. It's like Doctor Who's like I haven't seen it a bit, but like one day I will get back into it.
Have you seen the leaks
from the beginning?
Have you seen the leaks
yeah.
for the 60th?
Oh yeah.
I might have to dive back in.
I almost started watching it actually.
Have you really?
Yeah, it was over the weekend when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to watch, and then I was on HBO Max and I was like, it's right there. I could start it, but I kind of want to wait.
Then she saw Plastic Mickey, and I was like, nope, I'm done.
What is this?
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Oh, okay.
No, I watched something
I don't
else.
know
I don't remember what I
HBO
watched.
Max.
Yeah, it's on HBO Max. Disney Plus is trying to get it on their platform, but it's still in talks.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be a weird
We'll
get. Like go Disney weird. Like, okay.
It would be super weird, but like at least we know that like they have Disney Plus has a system now where they won't censor it. So
Right.
So
Right,
like
yeah.
I'd be kind of okay with it, but also it's like media conglomerate.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not. I mean, they would have no creative say over the show. They would just have the American distribution rights. That's all.
Syndication.
All right. Yeah, exactly.
Rip.
On that note, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk about how does a show become a comfort show for us. See you in a bit.
Hey everybody, my name is Jordan, and you've probably heard me on an episode or two, but did you know I also have a baking channel? Bluebell Bake is by the amateur baker for the amateur baker. On the channel, I'll be posting recipes, tips and tricks, and more so we can all learn to better our baking skills. You can find my channel on YouTube at Bluebell Bake, we're currently posting monthly, or on Instagram and TikTok, both at bluebell.bake. Come join our little community where no matter what happens, we keep on baking.
Don't you wish there was a pop culture review site that appealed to cinephiles, both professional and casual? Well, look no further than crpwrites.com. New content such as movie and TV reviews, film essays, and more are released every week by writers who crave for movies like every moviegoer craves for popcorn. CRP Writes is dedicated to making sure no one is wasting time or money where they shouldn't be. After all, you have to be able to buy your popcorn and eat it too. crpwrites.com. Casual reviews with purpose since 2018.
And welcome back to Committed Critics as we continue to talk about our comfort TV shows. Most notably, how does a show become a comfort show for you? Jordan, you want to kick us off?
Sure. Since I wrote this question, I had no idea if it was a good question or not.
I think it's a good question.
Cool. Awesome. I would say for me, if it's a fictitious show, I find the ones that I can watch over and over again and never get tired of are when I realize it's a comfort show for me. And I very rarely rewatch a show. Very rarely. So it's a big deal for me. And I know like rewatching is basically just like a good definition of a comfort show. But like I said, it's a big deal because I don't really watch them that much. I think I have watched maybe 5 shows total rewatched actually, like all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Probably less than that if it's all the way through. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd have to make a list. But yeah, I don't really rewatch stuff just because not so much that like I know what's going to happen. I get bored. It's more of just like there's so many other shows that I could watch instead.
Right.
But sometimes you just got to go back to your favorites, you know? So that's why I do it. Or just like, you know, nothing else really sounds good. It's like, cool, I know I can watch a couple of these episodes and not have to worry about binging the whole thing like I do with like a newer show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I really like about comfort shows. And I would say that if it's more of a reality show, I like the pure aspects of it, or like if I can learn something from it. And I also find that shows that I can fall asleep to while watching it are my comfort shows as well, just because like I get so relaxed by it. And it's just like, wow, cool. Like I don't have to worry about like a jump scare or anything like that. Like I can just kind of doze right off. I don't think it's necessarily that they're boring. It's just they calm me down so much that it's like I can fall asleep to it.
So Stranger Things will never be a comfort
No,
show.
Ryan, I've had so many nightmares about Stranger Things. We're not even going to
Bro,
talk
she
about
had
it.
an actual like Vecna nightmare the other day.
Oh my god.
Grandfather clock and everything.
You better have some.
Zach
you better have
woke
some
up, saw
music
her
handy.
floating.
I literally I woke up from a dream within a dream thinking that I was awake and I could hear the clock chiming and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to die. Like I was looking around
Jordan.
for it. I was like, I'm not moving from this bed. I'm not going towards the clock. And then anything, I was like, wait a second, this has to be a dream, right? Vecna's not real. And then I actually woke up.
I have
Was she-
fire.
Jordan, get some music just in case.
I do have
she puts-
headphones now.
I have
When she puts the
Fireproof by
pot
One
in the
Direction
sink.
on standby.
Oh, yes.
God. When she puts like a pot in the sink and starts filling it with water, that the moment the water hits the
Oh, I
pan,
heard that.
starts freaking out.
Immediately move out.
What about you, Zach?
I agree with what Jordan just said and what like I said earlier in the beginning of the show. Like it's a new genre for me because like I never really wanted to rewatch anything. Once I rewatched it, I also have this big issue like with any kind of medium or any kind of movie or TV show where I'll just kind of Wikipedia it if I don't want to go see it or watch it. Because like I don't really want to catch up on the Flash season 8. I'm just gonna read what happened, so I'm in the know. You know,
You're not missing much.
right? Yeah,
I've seen-
exactly.
I've seen the clips.
Yeah, I've seen the clips too on
Same.
TikTok, and I'm like, what's the context for this? So I just read the like Wikipedia episode list guide, you know, or like the
That's
same
more
thing with
trippy
like
than that.
what?
That's more trippy than actually watching the show, like Riverdale.
Right, yeah, or like
my
reading
God.
what happened in Riverdale, or like it's just like certain things I'm never gonna actually watch, so I just know how it ends instead. But like, I don't really like do that with stuff I want to watch, obviously. But like I'm like Jordan, I don't like to rewatch shows, so it's something. So for a comfort show is almost like a like pedestal kind of thing. Like I put it like I respect it so much that like I know this will cheer me up, or I know this has like a nice emotional connection to me. So it's on a different level / pedestal, like my favorites kind of thing. It's not like it can't be the like best thing in the world. It won't be better than sliced bread by any means, but it's my favorite like pedestal items I'll keep up there. Like yeah, that'll cheer me up, or like I don't pay attention to it. It's a reliable and like constant thing for me. Like Rebels, I know it's like going to be a constant like show. It's always going to be there. If it gets recannoned, I'm going to be pissed off, obviously. But like
At this
Avatar's,
rate.
right, yeah. But Avatar's the same thing. Like I'm going to hold it in high regard. Like if they do different things with it in the future, that's totally fine. But it's going to be one of my all-time favorites. Like Kenobi's in there as well. Like I like Kenobi a lot. That's going to be in like a comfort show at some point to rewatch. As long as Barry, you know. So just stuff like I can always go back to and know it's going to be there.
Yeah, cool. How about you, Ryan?
I realized while coming up with this list that most of my comfort shows are animated, not just like anime, but like animated shows, with the exception of Leverage and Psych. So I've come to the realization that my comfort shows are basically ones that bring out the kid in me, ones where I'm like, I can sit on my couch pretending like I'm back in like, you know, as a kid watching something on Saturday morning cartoon or something. I've noticed that when I get excited, the only way I can describe it is I get giddy. That's the only way I can
Yeah.
describe it when I watch these shows. Like I make noises sometimes watching these shows.
You are healing your inner child, Ryan.
Yes. And it's like one of those things where I'm like, I can go and watch this and I will be happy for like the next hours. Like those are shows I can binge constantly. I've like Jordan, I know you mentioned you rewatch maybe 5 shows. I've rewatched My Hero, Young Justice. These are also the shows that I would like force into other people if I could.
Yeah,
Like I would tie you to a chair and force you to watch this if it was possible, but you know I can't. So I just rewatch it myself.
yeah.
And if
I
I
think-
wanna-
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Kevin.
I mean, it just kind of made me think about too. It's like, oh yeah, part of what makes a comfort show for me would be like just when recommending it for someone else to watch it and like watch it with them.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
like a good excuse to rewatch a show without feeling like you're wasting time. It's like, oh no, like I'm not wasting time rewatching this instead of something else because the person I'm with right now is watching it for the first time. So
I think to add
Yeah,
on to
like-
that, it's also like a part of you. Like if you like, if I show Jordan a show, like, hey, I really like this show. Like whenever I showed her Arrow back in the day, right? Like that was something that was like important to me that I wanted to show her. And like she showed me New Girl. And like that was kind of like it was important to her. It's like it's a piece of you want to share. I think the comfort show realm can also go into that kind of piece of media, like where that media falls into as well.
Right.
Yeah,
Made me think of that memes like this is my favorite part. And it's like show something tragic. Like, what's your favorite part?
Right.
like you saw it.
Kevin, what about you?
So the shows that like fall into my category of comfort shows is that I would watch them I would listen and watch them to them. Yeah, what am I trying to say? I'm tired. So the way I'm able to identify comfort shows is that they're shows I would watch basically the entire season when I'm winding down or like I'm sick for a day. The common traits within all of my comfort shows are that they're lighthearted comedies. They have really strong episodic writing structures. They have relatable and charming character archetypes, and each episode ends with a sort of like lesson of the week or like a lesson that the main character of the episode needs to learn to essentially be a better person. Like that's why I like Community's kind of like number one, because Dan Harmon is really good about writing structure and making sure that each character learns a lesson by the end of the episode.
Right.
And then like most of them are sitcoms as well, where you don't have to have any knowledge of the overarching story or any of the history of the characters. You can kind of just turn on the episode and you're right in the moment, and you can appreciate the current story that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
To add on to this conversation real quick, do you guys have a comfort movie, comfort video game, or a comfort like single episode of television?
Yes, I do.
Go for it, Ryan.
For movies, I've talked about them also on the show, like the Hot Wheels movies, Bionicle movies, because they're just stupid fun movies. And then also Equalizer for some reason with Denzel Washington. Yeah, completely different from what I just mentioned, but like that's a comfort movie. It's just Denzel Washington being this kind old man who shoots bad guys.
Denzel Washington.
Pretty much.
Ryan, some of my comfort movies are The Matrix and John Wick, so it's very different from what I want from my TV comfort shows.
Do we like watching guys shoot people in the head?
You should definitely watch
stress.
The Gray Man then. Oh my god.
I'll get to it.
I'll get to it.
It sounds a little too basic.
There's a lot of action.
That's not helpful.
I'm gonna be honest. My comfort game, I think, right now is definitely Jedi Fallen Order and Elden Ring and Elden Ring. There it is. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah. I was
comfort
right.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, comfort game. Persona, Mass Effect, and Kingdom Hearts.
There
Captain Toad Treasure Tracker
That's fair.
and
Jordan.
the Portal series.
Animal Crossing.
Jordan, I was about to say Animal Crossing.
What episode of television? Anyone got a specific one?
Episode of television? Ooh.
I have mine off the top of my head. Only Kevin's gonna know this one.
Is it a Doctor Who? Oh, it's Hellbent, isn't it?
No. Oh, Hellbent's good too. That's a good
Day
one.
of the Doctor.
No, it's When a Good Man Goes to War.
Oh.
Oh, I do have one.
That was going to be my next guess.
Yeah, that one's a really good one. Fuck, I could watch that right now. No context.
Anytime.
Okay, my TV episode, the one that first came to mind was it's Sherlock. I think season 2, episode 3, the one where Watson gets married.
Isn't that the one where Sherlock dies?
No. Wait, that's season 2, episode 3, yes. But like season is it 2? I know it's in season 2. It's either episode 1 or 2 when Watson gets married.
I think it's the first one.
I think it's the first season, the first episode, isn't it?
The first episode.
I'll look it up. Keep talking.
But yes, that one, I just love that one because then he's like trying to give this best man speech, but also trying to solve a crime at the same time. Oh, it's so good. Also, I did
that's
count
the first episode season 2.
Season 2, yeah, I know it's not season 1. I did count. I have rewatched 8 TV shows.
Okay.
But if I've rewatched them more than twice, so 3 times, it's only 2.
Okay. I see. I get what you mean.
So I've rewatched like 8 different shows at least. Like I've watched them and I watched them again. However, if I watched them for a third time, it's only 2 shows.
You guys are
Gotcha.
both wrong. The John's Wedding is season 3, episode 2 after Sherlock dies.
Oh.
Oh, when he fakes his death.
Yeah, the sign of
The
3.
more you know. It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, I've gotten
I'm
my
really trying to
numbers
think
mixed
of-
up. I was right though with the numbers.
I think
2014 Tumblr is going to get mad at me.
yeah, a comfort episode would probably be it's Leverage, and it's the episode where the Leverage team. It's two specific episodes on Leverage. One where basically the team goes up against another heist team, and they're basically like it's literally the same personalities but gender swapped.
I
Mhm.
love it.
So and also what's his name? The guy Will something. He does a bunch of comic book stuff.
Oh,
Will Whedon. Will Whedon.
Whedon.
Yes.
Is in it. Yeah, and he's also in the episode the other episode I like where they basically have to hire a bunch of people who have the opposite personalities of them, or their old mentors or their old enemies, to help them do another heist. So basically a bunch of team up episodes on Leverage.
Oh, Ryan's going to know this one. My Hero Academia, Infinite 100%.
Oh yeah, I also thought about that one. Yep. I just
That's-
watched that the other day.
When they just let loose, oh my God.
I want to say something. That was trending #1 on Twitter. That was the first time I saw anime trending #1 on Twitter, and it made my day.
Oh yeah,
only
that
other
episode
time-
was
don't-
huge.
I was crying. I was happy. The only other time I've been that happy was when Sora made into Smash Bros.
Oh my god, I remember that day. The day that'll live in
I-
infamy.
Yeah, when I woke up, like, what the hell did Zach text me? Wait,
Bro,
Smash
I was
Bros.
blowing up that Twitter thing with Kevin and I were awake at the same time and we were just blowing it up.
I woke up and I was just like already like I was crying and jumping up and down. I was like a child in my apartment. I felt sorry for the people living under me.
All right, we gotta move on to final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Comfort shows are cool, and I wish I had more time to watch them and find new ones. Because typically, what I do when I'm tired, when I'm like burnt out for a day or like sick, I don't actually go to comfort shows. I usually use that time to catch up on stuff that I'm behind on.
Didn't
Um,
remember that one time you
what's
like
up?
died in our like when we were going to college? Like you were sick for like a
Yes.
whole weekend. Like you literally just like
I-
powered down like a robot on like Friday night. Like
Yeah.
recharged
I
for the whole
watched-
weekend and then powered back
I
up on
watched
Monday morning.
3 episodes. I watched 3 seasons of New Girl. I
That's
don't
what it was.
remember. But I
As
don't
you
remember.
should.
But I don't remember anything from it.
That's okay.
I'm just like, let's watch New Girl, and then like just 3 seasons like nonstop.
And then he woke up and was like, fever dream?
Exactly.
He's like, did I watch it? I don't remember.
Exactly. I remember like bits and pieces here and there, but other than that, I could not tell you what happened.
That's okay.
What about you, Ryan? What's some of your final thoughts?
Final thoughts. I really wish I could erase my memory of all my comfort shows so I could watch them all over again for the first time.
Mhm.
Because it's so nice. Like, it's nice seeing how they progress or going back and watching them and feeling that same joy. But I really wish I could rewatch them all for the first time with, like, new eyes and just, like, experience it all for the first time again.
If you could only pick one of your comfort shows to rewatch for the very first time with no prior knowledge, which one would it be? Go.
Doctor Who.
Ryan.
My Hero Academia or Young Justice?
One. I
Gotta
said
be one of
one.
those two.
I said
Young
one.
Justice, then. It's Young Justice. I have to rewatch that again and
Jordan.
feel the emotion.
Probably New Girl.
Fair
Avatar:
enough.
Last Airbender.
That was going to
Actually,
be my
Zach,
other
I
one. I really liked that one.
Zach, I can't do Young Justice because then I have to go through that 6-year period of not being able to watch any of it.
You would have it. Sorry, it would be, you could
You
all
would have
watch
all
it,
the
like-
episodes currently out now.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah.
All the episodes currently.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, Young Justice. If I had to go through another 6 years of not knowing there was going to be a season 3, yeah, hell no. That was
Look, man,
pain.
At least you didn't have to wait for Invader Zim.
Oh my god.
How long was that wait?
That was like 2001 to 2017.
Oh, jeez.
Ripperoni. My final thoughts. I agree with Kevin. I wish my brain had more capacity to rewatch stuff and find joy in rewatching shows. However, my brain just don't work like that. I watch it once and I put it in a box and forget about it unless it's Thor Ragnarok when on a plane because I'm bored.
Why Thor Ragnarok?
Because I was rewatching it for Love and Thunder. A show is held in high regard to me if it can keep me rewatching it multiple times.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Jordan?
Like I said, very rarely do I watch a TV show more than once. Even more rare if I watch it more than twice. So if I do watch it more than twice, you know it's a show I love.
If you watch it thrice.
Thrice.
Jordan will go on IMDb, give it 10 stars. Like, and the only review is, I watched the show again.
Yes.
That's how you know it's quality.
Same with books too, to be honest. Like I don't really reread books unless I absolutely love them.
Yeah,
Percy Jackson.
I want to get back. I want to get into rereading books because there's some books that I read in my high school years that I want to see again through a new lens.
Yeah.
Or like some books I listened to the audiobook but never the print version, and I want to make sure that I actually understood what I was listening to. Like I want to reread The Great Gatsby soon because I only listened to an audiobook, but I want to make sure that I actually understood what I was listening to.
I want to reread the Percy Jackson series at some point, but like my brain does not have the capacity to reread a book if I tried.
I did reread Percy Jackson series.
Same. I did too.
Yeah. It is simultaneously the first book, it will be not as good as you remember it.
Yeah.
But the rest of the series will be better than you remember it.
See, but I hate the Battle of the Labyrinth so much.
Battle of Labyrinth is one of the best.
I found a newfound respect for Zach after rereading it. I was like, this is actually pretty good.
Fair enough.
Sea of Monsters was my least favorite one.
Yeah,
I used to hate Sea of Monsters. I actually enjoyed it now.
But maybe that's a topic for another time.
Yep.
If you want to hear the rest of our thoughts about other topics, tune into our full episode over on Patreon. Just the link below. Click on the link below. Only $5 a month can give you access to that special portion. You can follow us on Twitter at Committed Crits. That's COMMITTED_CRITS. Follow us on YouTube, Committed Critics, spelled the same there it is here everywhere else. And special thanks to our current patrons: Davey Peppers from Game Mechanics, Ryan Kolakowski from Ryan Plays Drums, Andy Phillips from Andy Phillips, Jody Wright, and Devin Vonderheide. And we're also on TikTok, so at Committed Critics.
Yeah.
We will see you in 2 weeks when we review Charade. Bye.